always hated cities. The noise, the faces, the constant feeling of being trapped in a web of endless demands. She had spent years running on autopilot, pretending everything was fine. But after the breakup, she couldn't pretend anymore. That's when she found the ad for the duplex. It was perfect, remote, quiet, affordable. The only issue was the landlord, Mr. Dalton. He was old and gruff, but his eyes, there was something about them that felt like he was hiding something. She didn't think much of it at the time. She was desperate for a fresh start. She arrived with her few boxes and the fading memories of a life she couldn't reclaim. The apartment was old, dilapidated even, but cozy. She liked it. The sunlit windows, the old hardwood floors creaking beneath her feet, the narrow staircase that led to her bedroom. Everything felt like it had a story to tell, even if it was a sad one. There was a basement, of course. Every old house had one. It was an odd, musty space, but she didn't think much of it. Who needed a basement anyway? The first few days were peaceful. Emily unpacked her life bit by bit. She started to feel like she was truly alone again, the kind of solitude she had yearned for, the kind that felt safe. But then, one night, around 3 a.m., Emily woke to the sound of knocks. Knock, knock, knock. She froze in her bed, listening. Her heart hammered in her chest. 3:17 a.m. That was the exact time she looked at her clock. The knocking stopped as suddenly as it started. She convinced herself it was just the house settling. Old houses had strange sounds. And the pipes, surely they were old too. It was nothing. But over the next few nights, it happened again. 3:17 a.m. The same knocks. Knock, knock, knock. It was almost too deliberate, too precise. Emily's rational mind kept telling her it was just the house. It had to be. Maybe some strange pipework, some old wood, or the wind. But she couldn't ignore the growing fear, the creeping sense that something wasn't right. The knocks were becoming unbearable. Emily stayed awake some nights, lying still, staring at the basement door. She started to feel like the house was watching her. 3:17 a.m. became a time she dreaded. She tried to ignore it, tried to live her life as though everything was normal. But the knocks, they didn't stop. One morning, she saw a strange note on her door. No envelope, just a folded piece of paper with thick black writing. Don't knock back. It sent a chill through her. Who could have left this? No one had even visited her. Emily started to question herself. Had she been hearing things? Was she starting to lose it? She went to the landlord, Mr. Dalton, and asked if he'd noticed anything strange. He was oddly distant, staring past her as if he had no interest in the conversation. "The basement," he muttered. "It's old. Just ignore it. Don't bother the neighbour. Just don't knock back." It felt like he was warning her about something. Emily didn't understand. What was the big deal? Why did he keep telling her not to knock back? The knocks continued, but they were no longer just knocks. One night, Emily waited. Her clock read 3:17 a.m., and she heard the familiar, eerie taps. Knock, knock, knock. But this time, it wasn't just the knocks. This time, she heard something else. A whisper, software, almost inaudible. "Don't knock back!" She jumped out of bed, her heart racing. Her pulse thundered in her ears. Was she going crazy? Or was there someone else in the house? The next day, Emily noticed something strange in the basement. The door was ajar. It hadn't been the night before. She was sure of it. Her body froze. Her pulse quickened. She stepped toward the door, breathing shallow. Every instinct told her not to go down there. But something was pushing her. Something was compelling her to go. She opened the door fully, revealing the staircase leading to the basement. The air down there was thick, musty, and heavy. A faint light flickered at the bottom, where the bulb barely illuminated the stone floor. "Hello!" she called, her voice trembling. No answer. It was dead quiet. She took a deep breath, then descended, each step creaking under her weight. The basement was even worse than she'd imagined. There were old, forgotten boxes stacked haphazardly in the corner. Dust clung to everything, and in the far corner she saw something that sent a shiver up her spine. An old wooden crate. It looked ancient, covered in dust and cobwebs, but there was something about it that felt off. After that night, the knocks became more frequent and louder. They were insistent, and Emily couldn't shake the feeling that something was hunting her. She began asking neighbors about the history of the place, trying to piece together what was happening. A woman 2 doors down told her about the former tenant, a man named Henry Doran. He was odd, she said, reclusive, the kind of person you didn't bother. He was a quiet man, stayed to himself. No one ever saw him much, except for the knocks. People said he lived in the basement. Emily's heart sank. Had Henry Doran been the one knocking? Was he still in the house? Was he haunting her? One evening, as Emily sat on the couch, a sound at the door caught her attention. She opened it slowly. No one was there. But another note was on the ground, folded neatly, just like the last. This one was different. "I warned you. He's coming. He's already inside." Emily couldn't take it anymore. She decided to confront Mr. Dalton about the whispers, about the strange notes, about the man next door. "You've been here too long," he said cryptically. "You need to leave. You have no idea what you're dealing with." But she wasn't leaving. Emily returned to the basement. She had to know the truth. As she pried open the old crate, the smell of decay hit her hard. Inside the crate was a book, its pages brittle, yellowed with age. She opened it carefully. The writing was barely legible, but she could make out enough. "The knock is the signal. The knock is a warning." Suddenly there was movement behind her. The end. Or is it?